Hello Cancer, welcome to my channel. Victoria here at Radiant Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for June 13th through 19th, 2022. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. As always, I'm truly grateful for each and every one of you. We have a full moon, a super full moon, I should say, in Sagittarius right on the 14th. So as we head into your week, you're probably going to start feeling some of that, whoa, thank you, moon energy. And you might be feeling creative. You might be feeling a little bit emotional, okay, as well. But your all of your senses, including your extra ones, are probably going to be a little bit heightened. So your intuition will be at an all-time high. Okay, always is when we get that full moon energy. However, this full moon may bring in an energy of contemplation and reflection. So you may be looking upon the past year, seeing how far you've come, and hopefully giving yourself a pat on the back, because even if you aren't exactly where you want to be, you have accomplished some things in the last year. So be thankful and grateful for everything that you have achieved and accomplished, and then you will get more things to be grateful for. All right. We also do have some healing energy that is coming in here, because right after this full moon, we've got an alignment between Mars and Chiron. So anything of revolving around the masculine. So your masculine side, your masculine energy, or a male figure in your life, there may be some reconciliation, forgiveness, healing, letting go that comes in with that full moon and that alignment there. So, but let's have a look and see what we've got. Letting something go, you may need to lighten your load. Okay, the full moon is about a completion of a cycle, and it can certainly represent letting certain things go and doing things a little bit differently. It can also just represent moving forward, right? Just, yep, we're all moving forward pretty good. But with lighten your load, there may be something here that you're taking very seriously. Now, you might just be a little bit hard on yourself. Okay, so Spirit wants you to lighten that load. Okay, stop that. All right, we aren't always where we want to be in our human experience, but we're exactly where we need to be in our spiritual one. Okay, but there may also be a lot on your plate in the week ahead with the lighten your load energy. So Spirit's really just wanting you to, to do a little bit of a gut check here, and to really make sure that you are prioritizing your things that you need to get done. Get the important things done first, and then, see what you can do after, because quite often we do take on a lot of responsibilities. So you might literally be feeling as though you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders. You've got a lot of responsibilities, stress, and burdens in the week ahead. So Spirit's saying there's something around you, or there's something there where you might need to put up some boundaries, especially if someone's taking advantage of you. Very 10 of Wands kind of energy with this particular card. So there may be some boundaries that you need to put up, or again, perhaps there's something that you can put off until later, right? So just a little bit of time management may be needed. But of course, you might be stressing yourself out there by giving yourself a whole bunch of lofty goals, expectations, and timelines. Okay, and there may be something there. Maybe you're being really hard on yourself. So, sometimes we do that. We're our own worst enemy sometimes, right? We also have the Truth card coming out here. So first and foremost, you could certainly be in this energy of contemplation, okay, or reflection, and you might be really going within and thinking about, what it is that you want, okay, what it is that you're looking for. You're being honest and truthful with yourself, okay? When we are in this energy of truth, we're seeing things clearly. We're seeing our own reflection. We're seeing our inner selves. We're seeing our higher selves. We're doing that, that reflective kind of energy where, we are not kidding ourselves about anything, right? So you're being really honest with yourself, getting to the core, getting to the root of a situation. So being really truthful and honest with yourself is always the best start. Okay, so you could be doing that, meditation, or really just having a good old chin wag with yourself. But the truth energy here also may show that there may be some truths that are revealed to you. The full moons do sometimes bring about things that have been hidden or buried. Sometimes we do get surprises there. Sometimes there's revelations. We sometimes get a little bit of clarity as well, okay, depending on, what kind of emotions that you are willing to address or muddle through. So there may be something that does get revealed to you, some truths that get revealed, okay, or maybe there's an important conversation that you have with somebody in the week ahead all about intentions. Okay, so be honest with yourself and with those around you. Speak your truth, and may others speak their truth as well. Okay, and sometimes we don't, because sometimes we're afraid of what an outcome may be, especially if we're expressing our wants, our needs, our desires. So let's see what else is coming in here for you. All right. We've got the Four of Swords. There's that meditation kind of energy going within. We've got the Devil in reverse. Oh, that's excellent. There's something that we're letting go, something that we're dealing with. We've got the Three of Cups here. The Hanged Man, but that's in the reverse. And we also have the Hermit. Wow, okay. So a lot of kind of reflective energy for some of you here, but it's also a kind of a bit of a go-getter energy. All right, we do have the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So the Five of Swords can be that, communication difficulties, struggles, some conflict, whether it's internal or external conflict. Okay, it can be an energy of victory, but it's kind of like a double edged sword. Okay, it's like, sometimes we are victorious at something, we win at something, win at all costs, but there's usually some sort of collateral damage in the background, right? If you think about an argument, right, say you have an argument with somebody, right, it starts as a healthy debate and may escalate a little bit from there. Okay, two people not seeing eye to eye. And, it can be one of those things where, okay, let's agree to disagree. And then all of a sudden someone gets in the last jab. Okay, so maybe a little bit of caution with communication may be required in the week ahead for you. Okay, just watch your words. It's a reminder about the weight that our words carry. Okay, and that and that sometimes we, just to get the last word, just to get the last dig, okay, sometimes that can sometimes be like that final nail, okay, that really does kind of really hurt someone, something that digs really deep. So just a little bit of caution with communication. There may be a peaceful approach, Four of Swords, that you can take, okay, by maybe restraining yourself from saying the last word. Just take the high road, just walk away, okay, and this is that peaceful resolution to something, okay. You could also be making peace, making amends, putting your mind at ease about something that has been a little bit challenging for you there with that Five of Swords, okay. So whether that's, something within you or something within a relationship, okay, it may be something that you're letting go, but it may also be something that you are finding a more peaceful, more positive resolution to. But we do have the Four of Swords in the heart of your reading. So you may certainly be engaging in some meditation and some quiet contemplation of something here, just to connect with your higher self, with your inner self. Okay, but this is an energy of peace, of rest, relaxation, and inner peace and outer peace. So whether you are finding a peaceful resolution to something, whether you're finally letting something go, taking action, perhaps something that you've been stuck with for a while, because I see you getting unstuck here. We do have a healing element that is coming in here with that Hermit card as well. Okay, so there may be something here that, can go a little bit sideways with that Five of Swords, but you are resolving the issues, okay? So again, just a little bit of caution there with that Five of Swords energy. Okay. But sometimes we do hit that Five of Swords when there's something really positive that is in our lives, but in order for us to get what we want, someone else may not get what they want, right? And if you think of, say, looking for a job or letting go of a relationship, it's something super positive for you, but there is that collateral damage in the background. Okay, if you think about going for a promotion in your workplace, okay, there can be maybe you and a colleague who you quite like, maybe both of you are up for a promotion, but only one can win. The Five of Swords is that victorious kind of energy, right? It's like I won, okay, but someone else loses, right? So it's like that little bit of to the victor go the spoils, maybe, okay, or just that double-edged sword. It's like something really positive, but there's some underlying sadness or issues or disappointments or losses in the background, okay. So that could also be someone else having that victory, okay. But there's certainly a energy of peace, of restoration, okay, of putting something at ease, putting something to rest here. Okay, I think here overall you're feeling really positive for the week ahead. Okay, this is in your underlying energy, your subconscious, your feelings. Okay, so I think you're feeling really good. I think you're feeling really positive. I think that you're resolving some issues in the week ahead. I think you're maybe even changing your communication style or even putting up some boundaries. Five of Swords, you get what you want, and someone else is a little bit butthurt somewhere in the background. Okay, hey, you got to do what's right for you, right? And I think overall you're feeling very engaged with your week ahead. Okay, the Three of Cups may also show that there might be some social interaction in your week ahead. And again, maybe you're resolving some issues with a friend, speaking some truths, okay, or perhaps you are just again feeling really quite positive, whatever you've got going on. Okay, but we do have right above you, this is in your crowning position, okay, and we do have the Devil card in reverse, which is an energy of letting go. Usually the devil in the upright is our bad habits, our shadow side, our, repeating patterns, okay, something that is keeping us a little bit stuck, attachments, obsessions, negative ways of thinking, okay, all of those things. It can be people that we're thinking about, right? Someone weighing heavily on your mind, okay, all of those low vibe energies with the devil. But when we have it in the reverse, best position for the devil card to be in, okay? So this is letting go, making better choices, honesty rather than, delusion maybe, okay? But this is freedom. So freeing yourself from, your past, from bad habits, okay, making better choices. This is releasing control as well, okay, and this is all in your thoughts position here. So perhaps there is something that's going on around you that has been weighing heavily on your mind, or that's been a little bit challenging to deal with. This can be a situation that does surround you, and you're finding a better way to overcome that. You're putting up healthy boundaries. You're keeping a different perspective. Okay, maybe you do have some sort of challenging communication that needs to happen with somebody, especially if that's a person. And but I think here you've got some resolution. All right, especially with that being in the reverse. You may also be looking to make some change. Because there may be something in your world that's just not doing it for you anymore. It may be really challenging and difficult to deal with. Perhaps it's like something that was good for the short term, but definitely not for the long term, because you're feeling stuck, trapped, restricted. Okay, you're feeling tied down, bogged down, and not in a healthy way whatsoever, right? The lighten your load energy is right there. What are you releasing? What are you letting go of? Because there's something there that is weighing heavily on you. Now, this can also be the stories that you tell yourself as well, right? Because the lighten your load can be about being really hard on yourself, right? The devil energy. No, your shadow side coming out, and here you are, you're flipping that script. Okay, you're taking things a little bit easier than perhaps you have been on yourself. Okay, the Five of Swords, maybe you're really hard on yourself as well. And instead, you're taking that step back and you are being a little bit easier on yourself. All right, so certainly something there that you are looking to let go, or you've gained a different kind of perspective, or you have put up some very, very healthy boundaries and made some better choices. Okay, this can also be you making a very conscious effort to make better choices in your life, right? So let's say perhaps you're starting a new exercise regime, or you're trying to keep a positive mindset rather than a negative one, right? You're making that conscious effort to make those better choices, okay? And to not fall into any kind of temptation, shall we say, with that devil energy. The Hanged Man in reverse is, for the most part, really quite positive, okay? Because the Hanged Man in the upright there, it's still positive, okay, but it's one of no movement, okay, a little bit of stagnation, contemplation, reflection, okay, looking at things from different perspectives, all that, but it's not really moving forward. But the Hanged Man in the reverse, okay, where something has been stuck, perhaps now is gaining some traction. You've got the information that you've been looking for, because that's quite often why we go into Hanged Man mode. There's something that we're not seeing that we need to see. Okay, there's a different perspective that's available to us. There's a different way of looking at things. There's information that is to be gleaned that we can get. Okay, and so when that is in the reverse, okay, you've gotten the information, you've seen things from a different angle, and especially with that Devil card in reverse as well, I think you're really getting a big release of something here that has been holding you back, or that's been keeping you stuck in a rut a little bit. So whether it's something that you do, okay, whether it's your habits and patterns, okay, or whether you've got some healthy boundaries, okay, whatever that Devil card represents, I think here is this big release. Okay, you've gotten, you're in a better spot. Okay, I think you probably got a little bit more confidence as well. All right, and so that Hanged Man really does help you move forward. Okay, you've probably been thinking about something for a while, and now you're starting to gain a little bit of traction. Now, we can also suggest that maybe there is something here that is maybe a little bit impulsive for you as well. Okay, usually the Hanged Man, right? You're taking a step back and, you're making sure you got all your ducks in a row a little bit. But that in that reverse there, perhaps there's just some speedy resolutions to things, right? Maybe you don't need to think about something, right? You can make a little bit more of a rash decision, shall we say? Okay, and normally a rash decision can sometimes end up in regret. However, in this case, it may not. It may just be like, woof, I'm just going to throw caution to the wind and I'm just going to do what feels right. I don't need anyone else's opinion. I don't need to do any more research. I know what I want and I'm just moving forward. Okay. So you may be doing that, but you certainly do have some sort of momentum that is gathering, that is being gained here. Okay. And again, maybe even just a resolution. It can just be something internally, but we do have the Hermit that's here also. So the Hermit is, taking a temporary step back to do some soul searching, some contemplation, to figure out where you want to go next. What's my next move? What are my next choices? And, so you could just be doing, following your inner wisdom with that Hermit energy, following your inner intuition, your inner wisdom. Perhaps there's been something here you've been overthinking, overanalyzing, and when your true source of inspiration or your true course of action is actually revealed to you by engaging with your higher self. So, and just believing in yourself there as well. Okay. So, so I think there that you're getting some answers. There's a light there for you, and you are figuring out what your next moves are. Okay. But the Hermit energy also can represent some advice. So perhaps there is somebody that you might be seeking out some professional assistance in somewhere, someone that's very practical, someone that knows what they're talking about. Okay, they've been around the block a time or two. They got a lot of wisdom to share and to give. This could be a spiritual person, a wise old sage with that Hermit card. Okay, so there may be somebody that you are seeking to help you out a little bit, whether you pay for their services or not. It may just be someone in your social circle with the Three of Cups, right? I know who might have the answer. I'm going to go talk to Bob. Okay, I'm going to go talk to Susan. I think she might know what I'm talking about. She's been there and done that. Okay, so maybe somebody around you that that can give you some information. All right. But the Hermit card does also bring in healing. Okay. So again, perhaps there's been something where you've been at an impasse with something here, and now you've got this healing energy and you're feeling really positive about the outcome. So whether that is repairing a situation or letting something go entirely, I think you're getting the answers that it is that you're looking for. Okay. So let's get a couple of moon cards here and see what else we've got coming out for you. We have take time to breathe out, the disseminating moon there. So when that card comes out, it shows that, there may be something there that you've been dealing with that is creating a burden, creating confusion, and we take the time to breathe out. There's your Four of Swords energy, and there is your Hermit energy. Okay, it's like, nope, we're taking a step back. We're connecting with our inner selves, our higher selves, okay? And we are just taking a load off there. Okay, we're releasing some energy that is creating a little bit of stress to us. Okay, or we're just taking that deep breath, that quiet contemplation before we move forward. Okay. It says stress relief energy. So whatever you do to relieve stress, okay, that's what Spirit is saying there with that. Okay. So this moon is probably a big release for some of you. Okay. Something that's been really festering or lingering for a while. I think you're finding a better way forward. We have a personal issue reaches a resolution. Full moon energy, and that's full moon in Cancer. And of course, Cancer, this is you, okay? So this is, there may be again some personal issues or some personal situation that's going on, but you are reaching a resolution, okay? There's a resolution to be found for you, and it could be this full moon, or it could be the next full moon. Okay, the next full moon that we have in your sign could be something that's been lingering for a while, okay, with that full moon in Cancer, right? So hopefully you haven't been dealing with some personal issues for that long, okay? But, hopefully there's a resolution in sight for you for something that you've been dealing with for a while, possibly, okay? So you're either getting the answers that you're looking for, okay, or you're letting something go, or maybe even just healing a situation there, okay? Whatever it is, there is a resolution that is in sight for you. I'm going to leave that there for you folks. I hope there was something here that did resonate with you on some level. If there was, please don't forget to hit like on this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I thank you for watching. I will see you guys later. Bye.